The M416 or the M416, whichever you prefer, is the third rifle you'll unlock for the assault class, regardless of which faction you're in. It does the same amount of damage as the AK-74M and the M16A3, also shares the same effective range as the AK-74M, which is around about 900 meters, and also the same bullet velocity, which is about 600 meters per second. It handles very much alike the M16 and the AK-74M, which is to be expected as early unlock, but from my testing it seems to handle more like the AK-74M, but it does have the tendency to pull to the right a little bit more often, even when using the foregrip, as shown here. I noticed that when using the foregrip while aiming down the sights, the gun would still tend to pull to the right, which has never happened with any other gun that I've tested so far. Firing from the hip is, as you'd expect, quite normal. It doesn't really make that much of a difference to the recoil, as the spread is almost identical without the foregrip. With the suppressor, the spread got worse, as it's happened with every other gun. With the suppressor, when firing down the sights, it's kind of kept the pattern the same really. Just down to personal preference if you prefer the suppressed fire sound and the reduced damage. Sounds pretty cool to me, but... With the laser sight, firing from the hip is quite ideal as the spread's reduced quite significantly. When aiming down the sights when firing, it doesn't really make that much of a difference to the recoil. Personally, with this gun's rate of fire and the hip fire spread reduction of the laser sight, this is an ideal combination. Well, that's what I've been doing anyway. Using the heavy barrel while firing from the hip is, well, not a good idea. Especially with this gun's high rate of fire, it's just generally undesirable. When aiming down the sights, again, it increases the recoil quite significantly as well. It's probably better for sniper rifles, the heavy barrel. Now, I've noticed if every gun that I've tested so far, using the bipod, every gun pulls to the left, but without the bipod it pulls to the right. I'm not actually sure why this keeps happening, but it's the same story with the M416. Always to the left. Aiming down the sights does make a slight difference though. Just use it at your own risk.